There we go. Now it's letting me record. Okay. Don't be stupid. You smell good, just as I thought. I smelled it when you turned around right now. What scent is this? Hmm. She sniffed my neck and it tickled. I was writhing to get out of her grip. Roddy pulled me tight. I can't fucking talk. Jesus.
Hey, Victoria, you can't do that.
Being released from her hug, I finally was able to face Victoria. What is she thinking? To just hug me from behind?
You look huggable, that's what.
You took her
She
away.
does look
I'm
huggable.
sad. Who, my?
Yeah?
You're crazy.
Yes?
Even when I
Thought
gave
this was
her a quick
established?
glare, Victoria was unfazed. Rather, she's just smiling.
Gosh, you have no boundaries. Sounds like my type of girl. I mean, what?
Yo. According to Roddy, Victoria has a tendency to hug people as a form of hello. I don't think you need to hug to say hi. I guess not. I didn't plan on it, but you smelled so good. Is that so? No reaction. I don't know what to do. I couldn't hide my confusion, and Roddy sighed for I don't know even know how many times today.
Victoria's always like this. Don't worry. Well, I guess it's hard not to.
Right. I don't like being hugged out of the blue like that, like she did. Sorry about that. I'll be careful next time. Awkward. Victoria waved her hand. She lightly walked towards the end of the hall. She's a weirdo. Although I was surprised, I guess she didn't mean it badly, so oh well. I stared at Victoria walking off. There was a charm to her smile and the kind that invited others in. Yeah. I think that was the last one before we go to the cafeteria. So we're going to the cafeteria now. My Roddy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey. We were approached by a girl who had a calm tone in her voice. We stopped. Her smile was full of peace. She offered her right hand to me. Hello, I'm Betty Paris. Nice to meet you. You might know this, but my name is Mai Toyoma. I took her hand. Betty's smile seemed to grow slightly, and she nodded. Yes, I've heard about you. How are you? Have you gotten used to living in this place yet? Sorta. Good, I'm glad. I bet having Roddy by your side has been very helpful too. Roddy seemed happy to be acknowledged for that reason. She smiled.
Yeah, Mai has me. She'll be okay. She'll always be. Forever.
Roddy,
Well,
you
that
know
doesn't
I
sound like
can't.
something a murderer would say. Forever and
No.
ever and ever.
She's adorable.
Roddy, you know I can't have you just follow me around forever. That would be annoying.
Or Mai won't accept my love.
Yo? You two are really close, huh? Well, if there's anything you need help with ever, you can just call on me, okay? I'm the oldest one here after all. Ah, I see. Thank you. That goes for you too, Roddy. If you ever in a bind, you can always reach out to me.
Of course, thank you for offering that.
Ah, it's not just me, is it? She seems to be like this with everyone. I was about to be annoyed, but she approached me just because I'm a new person here. But I think it's just part of her personality. Betty's eyebrows furned a little bit when she noticed I was staring at her. Her eyes soon changed and appeared to fill with compassion. I don't know what the circumstances were for you to spend here, But I want you to know that you don't have to keep your guard up. The children here, everyone's experienced hurt in one way or another. I'm sure everyone would offer to help you in any way they could. Yeah, thank you. That wasn't at the forefront of my mind, and I don't think I had my guard up. But for some reason, I felt like a burden had been lifted off my back. I was surprised. There's something I need to do here. I didn't really plan on making friends, but Betty's words began changing something in me.
Like Betty said, we're all here for you, Mai. Don't forget that I'm your biggest supporter, though, okay? No one will support you the way I do. So really, I'm like your. It's like I'm your only supporter.
Roddy, whenever I talk to you, you always contradict yourself.
Anyways, just know that I'm your biggest supporter, Mai.
Yeah, I got it. I dodged Roddy approaching me, and just then a book was offered to me. Here you go. A manual of restraint? Yes, I'm certain Elstrain can save you. Betty's faith must be strong. Her eyes seemed to dilate as if she was under the influence, and I couldn't help but wince a little. Okay, sure, I'll give it a read. I never thought I'd actually read it, but I accept her gift. The book was very worn, as if it was read quite often. A very happy smile could be seen on Betty's face. She turned around and walked away. I'm
Uh,
kidding. Oh, sorry.
I'm getting hungry. Come on, Mai. Let's get out of here.
Betty is so.
Hmm?
She seems to be a very sweet girl, but as soon as Elstring came up, her demeanor shifted completely. I wonder why. It's nothing. We're going to miss our meal if we linger anymore. Let's get going.
Better be careful with that book.
Yeah, I know. Elstrain will save you, huh? Something's off. I hope she won't become a nuisance. Huh? The hall was unusually rowdy.
What is it?
Let's check. To my surprise, Vienna had been found. We were
Okay.
told that she was discovered shedded inside of
Shit
the
alone.
shed alone. It was located in a distant thicket of the forest, kind of where the light can't be penetrate or can't penetrate the shadows casted by the tall trees. Her clothes had been shattered or
Shredded.
shredded. When they found her, she was half naked and shivering on the floor of an old work shed. What? What's going on? Why? Vienna? What in the... I wonder what happened. I heard her clothes were all ripped. What an idiot. Call it karma. The students gathered before the infirmary, gossiping tidbits to one another in hushed tones. Excuse me, let me through. My, Roddy.
Sorry, I just need to get through.
Headmistress Mydra, the school nurse, Isuka, and head maid Shizu stood around Vina, who sat nervously in her cot. Soot covered her face, but it couldn't hide her terror. She shook violently, barely able to answer any of the nurse's questions. Vienna here, some warm water. Drink up. She said nothing. Shizu and Mydra exchanged word glances and sighed. Vienna, you broke curfew to venture into the forest last night. May I ask why? I didn't. I wasn't the one who left. Are you suggesting you were taken? The memory of her being attacked by the shadow crossed my mind. I imagined that she too was quite confused, but I persisted in my suspicions about the school, so I never thought to mention that I had snuck out as well. Now let's head back. I
But she didn't
noticed,
die at least.
yeah, I noticed a towel on the ground, so I bent over to pick it up. Above all, I was relieved to see that she had lived. But just as I was about to leave the infirmary with Roddy, Barbaros is watching. Don't trust your eyes. Barbaros is coming. Hey, what was that? Huh? Answer me. Why'd you say that? Or what'd
What'd you
you
say?
say? Do you know? Uh, Answer me, damn it! What is Barbaros? I lost myself in the moment. Next thing I knew, I grabbed hold of Vienna's shoulders and shook her. Sanae mentioned Barbaros in her last email. It was nonsense to me until now. Stop it. Tell me. Spit it out, you hear me? What is Barbaros? When is it coming?
Hi.
I'm not screaming. You know me, I'm not screaming. Vienna responded with a high pitched scream, flailing out like a woman possessed. Then the maids rushed in to restrain her. They shoved me out of the room. Yeah, 'cause you go on the Lulu, you cray cray.
You don't just grab people and shake
Where's
them.
my Where's my sister? Return to your room. As a retaliated headmistress, Mydra slapped me across the face. God damn. I threw the towel in my hand on the ground and stormed away. I will only repeat myself once more. You are forbidden from leaving your rooms past midnight. Have I made myself clear? Bitch,
Headmistress
I'll,
knows.
I'll do what I want. She knows something. She fucking knows something.
My. Sorry about my mother. How's your cheek doing?
I'm fine. This is nothing compared to what that man used to do to me every night.
It must have hurt to have to be so strong.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Let's drop it anyway. You really know nothing about Sanae
Yes, I wish you could believe me.
and about Barbaros too?
No clue.
Right.
I'll help you find what you're looking for about Sinai.
You'll sneak into the confidential student records?
If we were caught, we'd be paddled 100 times, so it won't be easy, but I'll help you how I can.
Thanks. I guess first we'll need to know where they're stored. Anyway, how's Vinay?
Fine, she calmed down a bit. Last I checked, she's sleeping in the infirmary. I like to talk, Mai. Can I sit on your bed? Uh,
You never bother to wait for an answer. Even if I said no, you'd come in anyway.
true. Oh, your bed's cozy. It's warm. Smells nice too, Mai. Sniff, sniff. What?
What the fuck? So why'd you want
They're
to
not
Well,
sit
she
fitting.
wants
sit
it.
on my bed?
You,
What?
you know, there's a scientific thing about if someone likes the way you smell, it's because you're compatible or some shit.
Oh,
Like
sorry.
genetically.
Just wanted to chat. I doubt that's her. Because that would mean that there's 2 out of like 19 kids that are that in this story.
Do what now?
Mm.
What were you telling Dusty?
Well, there's two people who likes her scent already.
Yeah, Roddy's
She just
just one of many, literally.
she probably just has good soap to go with her good soup.
Okay. Alrighty then, that's a little weird. But yeah. Anyway.
My about mom, I mean headmistress. You haven't talked to her one on one yet, have you?
Nope.
Knew it. I wanted you to know more about her.
Roddy rested her forehead on my back before going on a length about the headmistress. Disciplinary or not, it seems she invested through effort or endowment. The government had been less generous with their grants, so Mydra worked hard to secure donations. She keeps Wordsworth alive.
When I was younger, I was struck by a car in town. I blacked out, so I don't remember much, but I remember her going around the middle of the night looking for a doctor. I wasn't in good shape, I was fighting for my life, so she ran to the church pleading with them, please save my daughter. She prayed all night to Elstrain. 2 days later, I woke up, my mother slapped me, but then she broke down and held me tighter than ever. So, I think when a mother hits you, it's an expression of love. Harsh, I admit. I hope you don't take it too personally.
She's nothing like my parents. I guess she can't be too bad.
I'm proud to be her daughter. Lately, though, she's been acting strange. I think she's stressed about something. It scares me sometimes. With what happened to Vina, it started to think the schools really is haunted. The midnight curfew wasn't a thing until last year.
I see. That's odd. We'll come back to this tomorrow. I'm sleepy. I grabbed my alarm clock and showed its face to Roddy. Let's hit the sack before midnight.
Okay, could I sleep here?
No, you fidget too much. You'll knock me out of my own bed.
Oh, really? Man, that's embarrassing.
Roddy hopped out of my bed and climbed into her own. Today I learned a little about the headmistress, but that shed no light on where Sanae could be. I can't be picky. There's too many factors at play. I shut my eyes and went to sleep. I can't sleep. For some reason, I was wide awake in bed. I glanced out the window, taking the starless sky buildings of Laclar, cast shadows which loomed like beasts without moonlight. Then the body of a girl smashed into the window. She was covered in blood, and I tried to make out her warped face. It was Vienna. As Vienna contorted face pressed into the glass, her eyes glared at me vengefully. Glare, 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 glare. But in the blink of an eye, she disappeared. Outside my window, I could only see the starless sky building shadows. What was that? A hallucination? I shot up from the bed and glanced around my room frantically.
JC snort.
As per usual, Roddy slept awkwardly on her bed, not a care in the world. Hey, snoring is unbearable. I went over to the table for a drink of water and wiped the sweat from the brow. I took a look at the clock. It's 11:50 p.m. Early but still late. Oh, huh? I heard someone speaking outside of my room. Who could be up this late? I opened the door to find no one, but I tiptoed to the stairs because I sensed someone. I took a peek downstairs and it was head maid Shizu was dragging Vienna, who seemed to be resisting as she was pulling through the front pulled through the front door. What's going on? So much for the curfew.
What?
It was almost midnight. I returned promptly to my room and changed my attire and decided to follow them. Yeah, the fucking head maid Shizu is fucking dragging Vienna out the fucking door. I couldn't let
That's a
head.
paddling.
Ugh. Bro, she wasn't doing anything. She was sleeping. She was
No,
sleeping, dude.
no, I know. I'm talking about the bitch dragging her out. That's a paddling.
I
Well, I
couldn't.
mean, it's a bitch dragging a bitch as well, though.
Yeah.
That
I-
doesn't matter. Bitch on bitch
Mhm.
violence still gets a paddling.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I couldn't let head Mydra and the maids catch me like before. I tiptoed down the hall. I needed to head downstairs to run after Venna, who was being dragged by the head maid.
I'll get you on the other one.
Just past this corner. Ah! Hey, Sheena! What's up? A maid with a sunken face stood there holding a knife. What? A knife?
Murder
What are
mystery.
you doing? Get to your room. Now.
2166.
Just then the clock struck 12, which seemed to distract the maid enough for her to dart away towards the stairs.
Hell? Why would she hold a knife? That girl.
I mean, you're holding a fucking hatchet, so.
Yeah.
Or, well, not
The-
now, but.
The grandfather clock's chime echoed through the hallway. It was midnight, but I was concerned for Venna. I'm not concerned for her. I don't give a shit. I hope she dies. I mean, what?
No. She has room to
That
recover.
bitch owes me $5. I
Aside-
gotta get her back.
I decided to chase after the maid down the stairs. Midnight. Well,
Yeah, this is giving me hella Persona vibes.
why? Because of the dark hour in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
What if I told you in the first game there are literally save spots that can give you a bad ending?
Not gonna help.
You get punished for saving, basically.
That is funny.
Every time you save?
No, only
No,
certain
there's, like,
spots. There's
yeah,
certain
certain
save
spot-
spots. No.
You have a
So,
bag?
Here I go. I'll do this.
hold her.
Oh, okay, so. Persh
Like,
bug,
in
yeah.
I think that makes a little bit. That way they at least know it's like, oh hey, yeah, I checked out with it. Yeah, that is true.
Hiya!
Feel power overflowing.
Have a good one.
My turn. Good. Good. All right.
Everyone dies. Yay.
No, Solar.
Go away.
Stop trying to die, hun.
You won. Let's hurry up. I've gotten stronger.
I figured level grinding would be a good idea because it can get pretty hard later on.
sea of butterflies.
What?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
No,
I'll use this.
not allowed.
Speaking of which, they're going. Speaking of Star Rail, they're really going to allow us to also customize the standard banner.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I know.
So this game that you were playing, where you were playing as, where you got kidnapped, right?
What do you mean he got kidnapped?
Guy got kidnapped and lost part of his ear. That game is that the first one of this?
The guy that got kidnapped.
Yeah, you don't remember?
And Arta, you mean?
You mean Aruto who got kidnapped?
I think so.
He didn't. He lost like a chunk of his ear, but not like a part of his. Like it's just like a small chunk. But yeah, that was part of the first game. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I recognize
Because
some of the stuff.
yeah, Arta is in this game too.
And he's voiced
Uh,
by a different character.
He's voiced by a different voice actor. They changed his voice actor in this game because his original VA had some controversy on him. I'll just say it like that because that's basically what it is anyway.
He was accused of treating his other coworkers badly. Like really badly.
Yep.
Here I go. Here I go.
Of course, I'm gonna separate the character from the person that voiced him because I'm not gonna, you know.
The art from the artist. I
Yeah.
find that hard to do sometimes, especially when the artist is basically called, like calls you out. Like, alright, fuck you then.
None of the artists do that for at least the stuff I interact with, so.
But that's good.
Just like I like Harry Potter, even though I don't like the writer of Harry Potter because she's homophobe, transphobe. I don't like her. I don't
I
like
mean,
people
I
that are
don't
rude
like
about
men
it.
in women's bathrooms either, but
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that she
that's
doesn't like them
why
existing
she.
at all. Like them as people. That's what I meant.
Don't calm down, please.
I'm not getting angry. I'm explaining why I do not like the dumb bitch.
Uh-huh. And
She's.
all I see is a successful woman that other women are jealous of, so.
I'm not jealous of her. I just don't like her prejudice. That's all.
But everyone else is allowed to be prejudiced?
A save point.
Makes no
No,
sense to me.
no one's allowed to be prejudiced in my eyes. Everyone needs to respect everybody. That is how I see it.
I wish the rest of the world could do that, but no, it's usually a one-sided prejudice that happens everywhere and
I
anywhere.
just think
And
everybody.
believe me when I tell you, what she is doing is far from what the normies would consider acceptable.
You can
I
run me
just-
over if you want.
I just think her negative attitude needs to go bye-bye.
But she actually has nothing against
I'll do this.
transgenders. They just have to have their own bathroom. That's literally it. The whole
That's-
thing is she
That's
doesn't
not,
want to be in the same bathroom.
bro. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about remarks she's made in the past.
Cool, and for that, everyone's thrown away all of Harry Potter, which I like
No,
Harry
I
Potter,
I
the
didn't
universe.
say, bro. I don't throw away the universe. I just do not like the person who made it. I
Yeah, but
like the product itself. I'm entitled
Yeah.
to not like her.
No, you're entitled to not like her, that's fine.
I'm
But
not.
at least you could separate
Yeah,
the art
yeah.
from the artist. But I don't like the people that she made famous that turned against her. That ain't right. Like, she's the very reason any of them even have jobs. So, you know, they could have at least went, hey, no comment. Not my place to talk about that. Because if you set someone up, like set their whole ass career,
And from the way
and
it
just
looks
turn
like
around and
it's the
spit in
only
your
one
face,
with.
like, okay, fuck you too.
Sorry, I'm focused on the fight. I was listening, but I was focusing on the fight. Because if I don't focus on the fight, I'm gonna die.
Everyone just say bananas.
What's
What?
up, sir?
Bananas.
What about bananas?
That's
Can we all just say bananas?
Oh, I thought you were
So-
making a point about them. I'm sorry.
There's a
That
No.
outfit, it said that it was her school uniform, right? But other
Mhm.
people have different outfits.
Everyone's school uniform is different in this game. Not all of them are the same, basically.
But isn't the word uniform means like one? Like,
The only thing
that's
that's
the whole
really
point.
different about her uniform is her jacket. The rest of it's basically the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just her
Yeah, because
jacket.
uniform is typically everyone has to be wearing the same, you know?
Yeah. I think the only thing that's different for her is the jacket. That's what I've noticed. Be glad Mr. Bad Touch isn't chasing us yet.
I'll examine this.
Is Mr. Bad Touch basically the Reaper?
Yes.
Something's here.
You can consider him the Reaper, yes.
Seems like it can be
Yep.
hacked.
If he touches you, except the difference between him and the Reaper is you cannot fight him. He touches you, you die. Insta game over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something that you can do later on.
No, you can never fight him. You just have to run from him. I wish I was joking. I have tried to fight him. And I do no damage at all. Even when I was like level 99. Yeah. Granted, I don't have that save file anymore because I lost it, but
Wait, so but you do get into like a fight thing, right?
yeah.
Okay, so it's not just like, oh hey, you got touched dead. It's just like, yeah, you can technically fight him, but you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I hearing?
What am I hearing? Is that the game?
I don't know. Maybe.
Wasn't me.
I think it was the game. That creeped me the fuck out because it was like, ah, and I was like, what the fuck? No, not like that, Solar. A lot deeper.
Uh-huh.
Oh well.
You tried though.
Yeah.
I'm at this
Good effort.
Oh god, it sounded like The Grudge, basically.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, there you go.
but more masculine, right?
Yeah. It was like
There's a PC.
if The Grudge was a fucking male, like a man, a whole ass man, like a big burly man. Oh shit.
Manly man.
A manly man. A man's man. Oh shit.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
So you're telling me the Grudge is a brother now?
I guess.
I guess.
Alright, what's this one's
Seems
superpower?
like it can be hacked.
Shoving his fist so far up your butthole that he can use you as a meat puppet.
Well, at least it's his fist, not something else.
There's a PC.
Could always be worse.
Alrighty.
That's what you came back to. I am not sorry. As my brother once quoted, I am not sorry.
I'm never
That was me
sorry.
that
What are you
quoted
on
that.
about?
I said my brother. You are one of my brothers, are you not?
This is true, yes.
Solar's a butt. A biggity butt.
Oh,
The biggest butt to ever be butted in all of buttdom.
Buttdom.
Seems legit.
Also known as the Grand